I am working here as an application engineer. So my topic on grinding and fabrication. Presentation flow. Standard operating procedure in processing. Presentation flow. Operations in glass industries. Unloading, material handling and storage. Cutting, grinding and polishing. Washing, tempering, lamination, double glazing, packing, transportation, storage at project site, installation and cleaning. Safety tools and equipment. Few are the safety tools which photographs I have mentioned here. First one is helmet, safety gloves, safety goggles, safety shoes and apron. These are the safety tools. Edge grinding. Grinding is of two types. First is rough grinding, second is crystal edging. It is essential to keep the glass fully wet during whole grinding process and wash glass within 30 seconds of arising. Manual grinding involves of 100 to 120 grit belts for getting the arise section on the edges of the glass. Belt should run in downward direction to minimize the grit deposited on the surface. If the grinding is not done properly, then the temperature in the furnace should increase. Wear hand gloves and helmet while handle the glass. Do not attempt to save time by holding sheet of glass away from the main. First one is the right method to store the glass. Right 3 to 7 degree angle. Rough grinding with triple belt, 100 to 120 grit size belt. Do not wear loose clothing while you grind the glass to avoid the accident. Rough grinding with triple belt. In photograph mention. Wipe up and avoid a slip up. While you do the grinding process, if there is excess water on the shop floor, we have to clean or wipe up that to avoid the accident. Rough grinding with triple belt, quality of the finished products. Edge arising or rough grinding with vertical seaming machine, finished product. In first photograph there is a line of the vertical seaming. In that we have to do grind with the fine belt like 140 to 160 grit size, and photograph mention the finished product quality. Edge arising or rough grinding with horizontal seaming machine. Edge arising or rough grinding with horizontal seaming machine, quality of the finished product. Double edger or crystal polish grinding, quality of the finished product. First photograph mention the double edger and the second one is the finished product, crystal polish product quality. Edge grinding, rough arising and crystal polishing precaution. Take care that the grinding dust is sucked away to avoid the scratches. It is essential to keep the glass fully wet during the whole grinding process and to wash the glass no later than 30 seconds after arising. Generally carried out using manual cross belts to achieve arise edges. 100 to 120 grit belts are recommended. The top belt should run downward to minimize grit deposited on the surface. Edge grinding, rough arising and crystal polishing precautions. Horizontal rollers backstops can be fitted to ensure consist pressure and arise width. The glass should be handled only with the gloves at the edges to avoid damages the coating. On larger PC, it is possible to use clean hand-held pump action suction lifters to handle the glass. Care should be taken that no glass PC should be stuck to the surface while grinding. The distance between pads has to be adjusted for the thickness, and pads should be cleaned frequently in order to avoid the pad marks on the glass in case of a vertical grinder. Glass has to be washed immediately after grinding, which will avoid the drying of the grinding marks. Quality of grinding is very important for tempering. Temperature of the furnace has to be increased in case of glass having poor grinding quality. In turn will affect the optical quality after tempering. Water for the grinding machine need to be frequently checked for the contamination and changed accordingly. Water parameter for grinding: conductivity less than or equal to 20 microsiemens, pH value 6 to 8. Fabrication: forward machine, glass thickness 4 mm to 25 mm, automatic control with fully CNC. Fabrication forward machine, multi-point tool machine, glass thickness 4 mm to 25 mm. Hole and cutout in glasses 4 mm to 25 mm glass thickness. Few are the mentioned photograph in which the cutout and hole done on the glass surface with the help of the forward machine, and the finished product quality is better as compared to the manual hole cutout machine. Hole and cutout in glasses 4 mm to 25 mm.
Okay. If you see, edges are sharp. I am continuing. Now we are going to see the seaming edges. In cutting, if you see, once the glass is cutting over, you can find the edges are sharp. So we need to grind the edges of the glass. We can do edge grinding in two ways. One is with the help of double edger, and second one is with the help of seaming machine. When your edges are exposed, you will be going for a double edger. You rotate there. I will show you this. Okay. While speaking, you show there once, then you come back. When the edges are exposed, we will be going for a double edger machine, where the edges, glass edges will be having polishing and the edges are exposed. Whereas in other cases, the glasses will be going inside the frame or covered. In that cases, we will be doing it with seaming machine. So through seaming machine, we are just erasing the sharpness on the glass, and it is used for a covered edges. Seaming machine, where we are feeding the glass into the conveyor. The settings will be done, and the head will sense as per the glass size. With the spindle, the glass will rotate all the four edges. Now the grinding is over. Next it is going to the washing section. Wait. Next it is going to the washing section. come here. Now you see the screw sieving edge. Through sieving machine, all the four sides have been grinded and washing has been done. Now it is going to unloading table. So this is the auto unloader where the glass will be automatically unloaded. So through the suction cups, the glass is getting placed on the trolley. It is having two heads. It is having two heads. That is known as spindle. Two spindles will be moving and it will be grinding all the edges. Now the glass has been loaded. Now it is going inside the sieving furnace. Now the size will be sensed and with the help of spindle it will be grinded. You can see. Now it is going for washing. One more glass. Now it is going into washing. The glass is coming out from washing. We need to make sure that the water quality is also maintained in terms of pH 6 to 8, TDS 0 to 20 milligram per liter, and conductivity is 0 to 20 microsiemens per centimeter. Okay, stop. If you see the edges are just erased, and we don't have polish on this edge compared to double edger where we are going to get a polish on the edge surface. So we are just erasing the edges and removing the sharpness on the glass. And these seaming edges are applicable for closed edges and when the edges are going inside the frame. You see this, you take this from this side. So just we are removing the sharpness and we are doing erasing. This edge finishing is applicable for covered edges and when the edges are going inside the frame. From this angle, all these are seamed edges where the edge grinding has been done through seaming machine. We are erasing the sharpness and we are giving erase to the edge erase to the glass. So this is our fabrication area where we will be doing glass holes and cutouts with the help of these drilling machines. Now you can see, now they are drilling, making a hole onto the glass. In the meantime, you see here. Now they are doing marking on the glass. They have made a template that is known as Mickey Mouse cutout. Now they are going to cut this particular area. In this particular session they are going to do marking as per the drawing. This is the drawing. So now they are going to do this A glass. This glass is having two cutouts, 1 and 2. As per the drawing, 2 cuts, 1 and 2. No hole. Okay. Section. In the similar way, the tests that we do for grinding are similar to cutting. That is, we are going to check the length and width with the help of measuring tape. Next, we will be checking the overall thickness of the glass. Diagonally also we will be checking. We will be checking for scratches. Coating surface also we should be checking, and the coating should be always on the top side. And along with the above parameters, we will be also checking the water parameters, so that we are ensuring that there is no reaction between the glass and the water by maintaining the pH, temperature, pH, TDS and conductivity values, also the temperature of the water. Next, let us see what are the tests we do for fabrication. In fabrication, we need to first understand the drawing. What is the customer requirement? Next, according to drawing, we need to have the marking on the glass. Next, we need to understand what is the distance from edge to hole, hole to hole, and the number of holes in the glass, cutouts and notches. We need to understand the hole dia, whether the glass is having any countersunk hole.